Welcome into another Tuesday edition. Glad you are all here. If you're new to my channel, I'm Tammy. I'm the Siberian Wind. I am so thankful you are here. And I'm going to pop into the chat real quick and see who all is here. I know Judy is here. Thank you so much. Katie Craftsman is here. Welcome in. It's Kennedy. She is in the chat tonight. We've got Shelby in the chat. Thank you for being here. Jess from So Blessed by Jess is here as well. And Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. You are here as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Linda is here. Lana is here. Yay. And we got Chloe and Susan coming in, or Susie coming in. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much. I know I'm running a little bit behind my normal schedule. I'm normally the early bird, and I am not the early bird right now. I will pull out later on tonight, depending on how much I get done. I will pull out what I have been working on today and show you guys. If not, it will be in the Facebook group. So if somebody will drop exclamation FB or exclamation group in the chat for me, that will give you guys a link to the Facebook group, and that way you can go see what all Show and Tells have already been submitted. Show and Tell is in 1 week, you guys. So we've got February, March, and April. So you got 3 last attempts to get in for Show and Tell. So if you want to win the Show and Tell quilt, you have to be in the Facebook group and submitting your quilts or projects that way. It's going to be exclamation selfie, Kathy. Yeah, if you have a YouTube channel, do the exclamation selfie, and that will drop your link to your channel. You don't have to remember a name. I don't have to remember who's who and how I programmed everybody. It is just exclamation selfie, but you have to be in the chat to do it. So you guys see my design wall is empty. We are going to fill that up some tonight. Tonight we're going to fill that up. I do have the pieces and parts most of the way ready, but they're not completely ready. So you guys get to see me figure this out as I go. Actually, Sean shouldn't be his name either. Oh yeah, Sean's Live is your name. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I don't do that because then I have to remember everybody's name on the fly, and it is simpler for everyone to remember exclamation selfie than it is for me to remember everyone's individual names and commands. Because if I mistype, then we're sitting here doing technical difficulty problems in the middle of the live, and I'm not doing that. Not doing it. So you guys see, I am just starting my new caffeine for the night, and the lid is being a pain in the rear. So I do apologize. Put in the chat. Tell me how you guys are doing. Tell me what you are up to. We are still below 32 degrees here. So yeah, it's cold. Welcome in, Laura. Glad you are here. I'm gonna bring you guys down so you can see what's down here. You guys will still have a view of my design wall, so you guys are not going to be missing anything, I promise. All right, so this is, and I'm going to press it, this is the sashing that I'm going to be putting around some blocks, and this is going to the Show and Tell giveaway quilt, okay? So it is super bright and cheery fabric. It's kind of like a peachy orangey color. I don't think the camera's really doing it justice. It is more of a peach color than the camera is showing, and it's got little different specks and spots in it. So it's fantastic. Awesome. Kathy says she's cutting fabrics right now, getting ready to record tomorrow's video. Yes, absolutely. All right. So I have a whole bunch of panel pieces. Judy says that it got up to 60 today for her, and she's been cutting up t-shirts for the quilt. Awesome. So this is one of the blocks. This is one of the panels that is going into the Show and Tell giveaway quilt. Welcome in, William. Glad you are here, sir. So this is going into the Show and Tell quilt. So this is block 1 of what I'm putting in here. So I'm going to press as I go. And we're just going to do one block at a time because I don't want to get anything out of order. I've already got everything in order. Oh, you're very welcome. Teresa says that she got her package today. Awesome. I know Joyce got hers as well. Ray Ann, welcome in. She says, love that fabric. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So when you are going to sash blocks like this, and this is, it's a whole cloth, so it's not pieced. It is just one piece of fabric. So when you're going to sash something like this, you can do it in, like you can string piece them together. And that's what I was doing with that black and white quilt the other night, you guys, is I was just putting the next block underneath. But we're not going to do that tonight for this because I want to make sure that all of these are done and not gotten out of order because I don't know what order they need to go in off the top of my head. And I do have a picture of it somewhere, but I don't know where. And so we're just going to press and go as we go. We're not going to stress about it. We're not fast piecing this. We're not worried about fast piecing it. We are just going to piece it. And you guys, if my machine is too loud, let me know. Welcome in, Joy T. Welcome in, Gladys. Glad you guys are here. Thank you. Thank you. I promise I'm not trying to miss anybody. If I have missed you, if I've not said your name or called you out and thanked you for being here, please tag me. Let me know. And admins, if I miss somebody, please let me know. Linda says that she finished her potato chip quilt and now to getting scraps together to finish up some paper piecing blocks for the next quilt. Awesome. Yeah, I love that potato chip quilt. So, one of the people in the beginning or in the group I went to last night is also in the Facebook group, and she was commenting, yeah, all those pieces to go into that quilt. That was a lot of pieces. I'm going, yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. You've been in my Facebook group. All right, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So I don't want to take this to the rotary cutting table. Like I don't want to take it to the cutting board. I'm not worried about that. It's not necessary for this. So what I did is I went ahead and sewed off of the fabric. So as I'm sewing this strip, I sewed a stitch or two off, and I'm just going to fold it back, and I'm going to line it up with itself. So this is laying right on top of itself, and I'm lining it up so that edge is even. So all I have to do is take my scissors and come in. I'm trying not to do this without, blinding or blocking you guys from seeing. And I just come in here and cut on that fold. And that's going to give me a fairly good match to my fabric. So it may not be perfect, but that's okay. We can work out the not quite perfect. How is everybody doing? Has everybody been working on quilting today? What have you been up to? It is a Tuesday, so I know a lot of you are doing the Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and not able to get away. I do have a couple of announcements that I'm going to make probably in about 5 minutes. I may need to go grab my calendar. I'm trying to think of where did I leave it? Yeah, I may have to step off camera to go get my calendar. So February 2nd, I will have my After Sunset Sunday, but during the day on February 2nd is when I am planning to do temperature rings and work on that. If I do not get to do it by then, we will do it not the 9th, but the Sunday after that. So I've got things on almost every Saturday in February. So I'm having to start pushing things for YouTube off to Sunday. So we are working with a booked schedule for the month of February. Kathy's laughing. She says 6 to 4:30. Yep. Oh. Yeah, I prefer an earlier schedule too. when I was working and had to go into the office all the time, I definitely liked that earlier schedule because then it meant that I still got off when there was still daylight, and that made such a difference. Such a difference. Um so yeah. So the February project is going to be February 9th. The February freebie. I can't talk today, guys. I can't talk. That's going to be February 9th. And you are going to need 84 term squares of a color, print, whatever. And then 84 square, 5-inch, all 5-inch squares. 84 5-inch squares of a background. I am doing a white on white for my background, and I am doing scraps that I have cut for my print. And if I need to change some of them out, I will change some of them out as I go. All right, so I've got this where I've got the top and bottom sashing. And so now all I'm going to do, because I need to put side sashing on here as well, I'm just going to go ahead and line it up, and we're going to start assembling. So, I'm not going to do a whole lot of extra to it. There's no need. And these may still get trimmed down just a little bit. These are finishing at 12 inches. So my panel pieces were not 12 inches, but they need to be. And my center block is 12 inches. So yeah, that's what we're working with. We're wanting to make a 12-inch square block out of these panel pieces. So that's why we're using this bright peachy paint splatter print. So I am actually taking my sweatshirt's advice. Oh, you guys can't even see my sweatshirt. It says 1 block at a time. And it has 4 different little quilt blocks on it. Excellent question. Welcome in, Alex. Thank you. She says hi, everyone. Or he says hi, everyone. Chloe says that she wants to know about washing fabric. What water temperature do you use? Do you use color catchers? So when I had a washing machine that had both hot and cold, I tended to wash on hot or warm. I currently have a washing machine that only washes in one temperature. It doesn't have a temperature dial. You only wash everything in cold. It actually doesn't even hook up to. Oh, it is she. Okay, thank you, Alex. I was hoping I didn't step wrong. I wash everything in cold, and I do use color catchers with anything that I think might bleed. So a very deep blue or a red or pink, especially with some deep reds, I do use color catchers. Sometimes in the cold water, it will not bleed, so it really won't matter. But then if the finished quilt is going to be used by somebody other than just me and my husband, I absolutely take it to a laundromat and I wash it in warm to hot. And it's going to shrink the batting, which I already knew. I'm already expecting it to shrink the batting, but it's going to shrink the fabrics and it's going to pull the colors. And I check the colors at the laundromat. So I don't even put it in the dryer until I've checked every inch of that quilt to make sure I'm not seeing anything that looks like color bleeding. And if I am, I will rewash it. I will throw like 1 or 2 or 3 color catchers in with it. And you can keep reusing color catchers. So after it's come through the washer, I don't send my color catchers through the dryer, I let them air dry. But you can absolutely reuse color catchers until they are dark, dark, dark. You can keep reusing them. So I do reuse my color catchers. But so I have a big stack of quilt backs that I just washed, and I think I only used color catchers or I used 1 color catcher per load. But I think I only used one in 2 out of the 7, 8 fabrics, 7, 8 loads. I didn't use a lot of them. Like there's a lot of them I'm not worried if they bleed because I'll fix it if they do. Welcome in, Joyce. Glad you are here. Glad you are here. So yeah, that's how I wash. Now I do wash my fabrics. Okay, so here's where people look at me funny. So you're allowed to look at me funny. You are absolutely allowed. I do not mind. I can't see your face if you're looking at me funny. I wash every single piece of fabric that I have cut. Now I don't wash. I bought a whole bunch of fabric when Walmart was getting rid of their bolt fabric. Did I wash all of it? No. I didn't have time or energy. There was too much fabric, just too much, and too much yardage. So I didn't bother washing that. And that will come back to bite me, I bet. But I didn't wash it. But when I wash fabric, I will wash it with I wash it with like all free and clear or some other like non-allergenic, like a hypoallergenic laundry detergent, because I don't know what all was previously on the fabric, so I try to pre-wash everything. So all of this is actually pre-washed. So even the panels are now washed as well. But I wash and then I take it, when I put it into the dryer, I have those wool dryer balls, and I do not put dryer sheets in at all with any of my fabric. If it is not a finished quilt, I will not use any fabric softeners at all, because I want it to wait until I press it and I put my own stuff on it in a controlled setting. That's what I want when I am working with my fabrics. So I don't bother, like I don't put dryer sheets or any softener in with it. And it takes starch beautifully that way. But I also don't have any itchiness from fabrics because most of the time everything is pre-washed. Welcome in, Andrea. Yes, Kathy, I actually do. She says you must spend an enormous amount of time pressing. I do, unless I can get help from my husband. And in a pinch, that's what's happened. He has helped me if I am like on a deadline, I'm leaving to go to use somebody else's long arm and rent it. Yeah, he'll press them. He doesn't like to, but he will do it. He will do it. I just have to give him enough heads up and warning that I need his help. So it's up to whether or not I can convince him to help me. Now, so because I do spend a lot of time pressing my fabrics, I know that when I go to use them, they're absolutely fine. Like I'm not going to, find a hole in the fabric later. I don't know where the end of this is. I've cut everything. I've cut my strip piece off and I don't know where the end is. There it is. Found it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to lay this over and we are going to put some of this up on the wall so you guys can see as I knock over my keyboard. Kathy says over here lurking at the moment. Oh, you're fine, Kathy. You are absolutely fine. No harm in lurking. All right. So we're going to turn the fan on too, because the fan is needed today. The fan is definitely needed. All right. I'm going to see how far up you guys can see. All right. You guys can see there. Oh, that's not as high as I thought it was going to be. So you guys, I may not be able to put very much up here. We're going to see. We're going to see how far I can go. All right. So some of you have seen some of this before, I think. You're more than welcome to correct me if I'm wrong. If you've not seen any of this before, that is absolutely fine. You're getting to see it now. Andrea says, I just finished my log cabin quilt. I had to finish that last mortar before I came to live. Otherwise, I would have plopped on the sofa and not got it done tonight. I am with you, Andrea. I have so much to do after the live tonight that I won't be able to go. I am going to go finish watching a TV episode after tonight's live, but I won't be able to stay and keep watching afterwards. So it's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. Oh, okay. So my last little row back here will not be able to fit. My board is not big enough. All right. Oh, I could have gone up higher because you guys can see higher further up. Okay, hang on. I'm going to move this up as we go. So you can't see the top row up here at the beginning, but you'll be able to see it further back. It will make sense, I promise. Depending on how far we get. That's the other debate, is how far we're going to get tonight. I have been piecing all day today. I have been furiously trying to get things done. Oh, and I did get a quilt top done. Laura, you're so funny. She says, Andrea, I'm plopped on the sofa right now. All right. So here is our block that we just did, and it's a little, just a hair big, but I think I'll be able to ease that in, or if not, I will trim it. Let's see. Welcome in, Patty G. Welcome in. Joyce says she's plopped in her recliner right now. Laura says, I wish I had energy for more tonight, but nope, I understand. Chloe says that she had no energy last night, hoping to get something done tonight. I think that's going around. I think there's a lack of energy going around. So you're in good company. You're in good company. All right, so the next one, we're going to go ahead and sash up. And so that first one is a Lone Star, I believe. Welcome in, Kelly. Glad you are here. Awesome. You guys, you're so fantastic. You're so fantastic. So just in time for spring, because April is going to be springtime. This is the next block. This is Hello Sunshine. So this is the next panel block that is going into it. And so that one, I can rotate that one any direction, but this one has a specific direction. So I am going to sash the sides first, the short sides, and then we're going to sash the top and bottom. Okay? So I'm controlling which direction my sashing is going to go. And that is, just something I want to do. Let's see. Andrea says she's trying to do some catch up after the last few weeks she's had. I understand that. I totally understand. When I get up next time, I will grab my notebook, my planner, and we're going to go over just how busy February is going to be. We are going to have a lot going on. Awesome. It's Kennedy is asking, Laura, are you feeling any better? That's very sweet. Thank you for asking her. I appreciate it. So you guys, 2 people have already received their shipments from Friday. If you won something on last Tuesday's party, be sure to be checking your mail because everything is shipped. So everything is on its way. It is on its way. I know Joyce got hers. She posted in the Facebook group. It was so exciting to see. Teresa said she got hers. And Rayanne got something special as well. Joyce says, Andrea finished coloring your pattern this evening, but still haven't figured out the puzzle. Oh, puzzles are so exciting. Puzzles are so exciting. Let's see. Welcome in, Ollie. Ollie's saying, good to hear that, Laura. Right? Laura says she's doing better. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. One of our friends, local friends, just had had knee surgery, and watching her Facebook posts, she was absolutely in love with everything, and or she was in love with the fact that the surgery went well. She was feeling fantastic, and there was no pain. And then the nerve block wore off, and she's like, "Oh, I feel it now." Oh gosh. Let's see. Patty has not checked her mail today. No worries, no worries. I just want to let you know people have started receiving their items. Everybody who's told me so far is fairly close to Wyoming, so it hasn't been super far yet. Hasn't been super far yet. Let's see. Good to hear that. Let's see. Sorry, it has been a rough few weeks, Andrea. Yes, agreed. Agreed, Chloe. It's not cool for us to all be struggling right now. It's not cool. I'm supposed to be the one struggling, not you guys, right? I will take one for the team. I will take plenty for the team. I can handle it. Keep sending it. I don't mind. My brace should be here tomorrow, so you guys might start seeing me wearing a brace again. If I'm going to be doing a lot of manipulating, or if I've been doing a lot of manipulating, you may see me wearing my brace a little bit more. So I have another one coming in. So we're gonna see how long all this is gonna take. I have a helper helping me finally. So they're taking my case. It's not going, they're not like legal caseworker, but other kinds of caseworkers. So we're going to see if that helps. And I'm going to trim that thread away. There we go. So now all I need to do is I'm going to press these out, and then we're going to go to the top and bottom. And that will be a second block up there. What do you guys think of this so far? I know there's not a lot up on the wall. Ollie says, Tammy, you need to have that. I know. I mean, I am absolutely, like, I wish I was wearing my night brace right now, but that duct tape catches on everything. I mean, guys, my first brace is falling apart. Laura says that she's actually scheduled for a couple of injections coming up. It should help with the pain, and then we'll have PT. Oh, perfect. It's Kennedy says that's the one that's my favorite block, the Hello Sunshine. Okay, gotcha. So you guys have heard it here. It's Kennedy is in love with it. Awesome. Judy, she says, all my shirts have been cut. Now I can plop with you all. I have not plopped all day. I have been sitting here off and on all day. My needle probably needs to be changed. I didn't change it on Sunday like I had planned to. The trifecta kind of threw me off a little bit of my normal. How many of you guys saw all 3 presentations on Sunday? Plop away, Judy, and relax. I love it. It's Kennedy. That's fantastic. Yeah, Ollie, it is the one for my wrist. I definitely need to be wearing one when I'm manipulating fabrics as much as I am, or rotating my wrist, like, using my thumb a lot. When I'm using my thumb a lot, I really need to be using a brace right now. We're trying to avoid permanent damage. Ollie says, I saw all 3. Yes, you were in all 3, weren't you? So that's kind of been the new thing, is that Jess from So Blessed by Jess will be in first on Sunday. We're still working out all the kinks and getting everybody settled. But then I will go live for 2 hours, and then William is rounding out the evening. So Sunday evenings, you now have 4 hours of watch time. Judy says, be sure to hit the thumbs up and show your love to Tammy. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate that. Joy T's waving. Thank you for the wave. I appreciate it. Alex says, I have just been adding stuff to my wish list for all my historical and other sewing. Oh my gosh, I could totally go for adding another project right now, but I don't need to. I quite literally just emptied a project box. Andrea says I need to gather the January date info for her temperature quilt and get started on that next. Yes. So if I don't get to it on February 2nd, we will go on February 16th to do temperature rings. So it's not scheduled yet, I don't believe. But if I have scheduled it, we'll move things. Joy T, I love that idea. She says we got to get Jess and William to do giveaways. You know how much we love them. Yes, that would absolutely bring everybody out. Can you guys imagine, going to Jess's channel, participating in a giveaway or two there, coming to my channel, having a giveaway or two here, and then going off to William's channel and having a giveaway or two there? I mean, can we just say that would be the lucky night to be on, to be going on the YouTube rounds? Jess was talking like she was in a samurai movie. Oh yeah. The delay, the lip sync delay. I don't know what is up with that. Like I don't know how that happens. So I don't know what the deal is, but it is. Alex says she did her first live on Sunday. It was fun. Awesome! Yay! I need to go catch your lives. I need to go make sure. Alex, you've got a channel, so if you are you signed in with your channel, do exclamation selfie in the chat, and that will drop your channel link in here as well. Joy says that she's having one of her bad days, so I haven't gotten to go into her sewing room. There's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. Sometimes you're going to have a bad day, and that day is designed for you to rest. Your body is telling you it is time for you to rest, so that you can enjoy it in a later day. Let's see, JT. Yeah, the giveaways. Chloe thinks I'm glad that there's a plan for recovery prior to my injury. Walking forward. Oh gosh, that's a lot to be walking and not being able to. Yes. Kathy says, I love to do giveaways. Yes, I know. There's something coming up, you guys. There is absolutely something coming up, and I can't tell you anything. And it is driving me crazy. William would be told giveaway tweet, right? Joey T, I hope they're lurking. I believe that they probably are. And they're probably texting back and forth with each other. Laura had an accident in 96. Used to love long walks, still haven't been able to. Oh, that sucks, Ollie. Let's see. All prayer getting back to normal. Yes. You guys, Alex dropped her channel link in here. She's living and crafting with MS. Please go click on her channel and go back to it after the live. Go hang out with her. Give her some love. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe and see how her content fits in your YouTube schedule. So yes, please give her some love as well. They will come, Laura. Take one day at a time. Yes, definitely take one day at a time. Oh my gosh. Ali says, Alex, I have 22 treadles. Oh my goodness. I don't have enough room for 22 treadles. Like, I would have to get rid of some of my living room furniture. All right, so we're gonna, yay, Katie Crafts has subscribed to you, Alex. So you have a new subscriber. I found somebody today, and I don't think I caught her name. I was watching a content creator who was born in Mississippi. She's living in Indiana, and I was watching her for a good long time today. Just reminding me of all of the accent that I was hearing when I lived down there. Welcome in, Pam. Glad you are here. Oh, and Chloe subscribed as well. Awesome. Yay. Yay. So I did go ahead and pre-seam all of these. Aw, Andrea subscribed too. Yay. See, that's an advantage of coming and hanging out with me. I'm going to help you get subscribers. I may not have 1,000 yet, but I'm going to help you get some. Tammy, I did get rid of furniture, plus I have a way of keeping them in a row. I take one out with the rollers, and so I don't blame you. All right, so I did seam all of my sashing, so that's why I have a super long row. So this is my next seam that's coming up. This way you guys know I'm not hiding anything. There is a seam that fell dead center in the sashing, but unless you go up close and personal with it, you won't notice it. This fabric is fantastic for it. So you might see it like right now because there's a light behind it, but it's not going to be very noticeable in the quilt, which is fantastic. Okay. Awesome, Alex. She says, I promise there are more videos coming now that I'm feeling better. Yeah, no worries. Absolutely no worries. People are going to flock together to people that are enjoying what they're doing. If I was not enjoying this, I would have nobody. There would be nobody in the chat. Nobody would be coming to hang out with me because my content would be boring because I'm not enjoying myself. So because I'm enjoying myself, there's people here. So if you're enjoying yourself, you will have people. You will find people. It may take you a little while, but you will find people. You just need to be enjoying yourself. Okay. So that's that one. The next one is this. This is all those sawtooth stars. There's 9 of them. So that's going to have sashing as well. And this one, it won't matter which direction is up. Alex needs more coffee, no worries. Joy T says, watch a new channel to me called Dirty Quilting. She was making a cool scrappy quilt. I can't think of her name at the moment. I haven't seen that one yet. I might have to check her out and see what she's about. Pam says, has Susan made it tonight? Not yet. Hoping her moving home day was good and not too exhausting. I'm hoping that. Now, she sent from Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. She sent Kathy pictures of the apartment now that she's got her keys back. So her apartment looks fantastic. It definitely looks like the whole refresh thing. It looks like they really did a good job. So she should be back soon, but she is definitely, she sent some pictures in to Kathy over at Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. I was over there at hers, and she and Gladys were live, and then I caught them again later, and Lana had joined in. So I was able to catch and see them working on it, or see them, and Kathy showed the pictures to the camera. So we were able to see that her apartment is in fantastic shape. Yes, Ollie. She was going today. Today was her move back day to be able to be back into her apartment. She had everything packed up, I think Sunday or Monday. She was working on packing everything up so that it was ready to go into the car so she could quickly unload the car into the apartment. So now she spent so long having to pack everything up, and the moving date got moved and all of that. And then now she's going to have the arduous task of unpacking. Chloe says that panel block is pretty. Isn't it gorgeous? I am absolutely in love with these. I saw this panel had 8 blocks, and I'm wrong. She's called Quilt Culture. Her name is Natalie Caldwell, new to me. She was fun to watch. Awesome. Yeah, I will have to check her out. I am all about checking out new content creators, seeing what is fun for me to watch or entertaining for me to watch, and see if their content kind of matches with my brain waves, and see if I can, see if they're somebody I want to hang out with. Chloe says that she hasn't seen that channel. Yeah, I haven't either. That would be awesome. Yeah, anytime you guys see a new content creator, if you guys want to invite them to come hang out on my channel, like come invite them to come hang out and watch me, they can always drop their links in my chat, so we can link out to everybody. So yeah, I'm absolutely all about discovering new content because I mean, I know you guys love me. I know you do, but I know I'm probably not your 24/7, and that's okay. That is okay. I'm not my own 24/7. So if you guys have other content creators that you find entertaining, it's fantastic to be able to kind of, hang out on their channels as well and catch up there too. I am finally in the Discord group, but I forget that I have it, so it hasn't become a second nature habit yet. So any of you who are in the Discord group, Mona's Discord group, I just haven't made it a habit yet, and I'm still learning. So you'll have to give me grace. I have so much going on right now, and I'm working on it. I am honestly working on it. So, and Discord is new for me, so the whole platform is new. I never even had Discord until maybe a couple weeks ago, something like that. So I'm still completely new to it. So yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning. I don't even have my own board. I have nothing. I am kind of hanging out on everybody else's chats. Joy T says I didn't catch anyone there in there. Yeah, I don't think I do either. I think that's part of the issue too. Or if I do, I could join Sean's Discord. Yeah, well, yeah, I would have to find him. So I do have Discord now, but I have not. Like, I don't know what to. Like, I feel like I'm the new kid at the party and hanging out, on the wall, waiting for somebody to ask me to dance. Like, I'm that person. Welcome in, Terry. Glad you're here. Tracy says, unless I don't do it right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask. I'm still learning. Welcome in, Terry. Glad you are here. So this is the April giveaway quilt. So you guys can see I am the one working on it. And welcome back, Alex. Please drink some of that coffee for me. I don't drink any coffee. I drink Dr. Pepper. So get that caffeine for me. But yeah, so this is the April giveaway quilt. So this has to be done probably by middle of this month, either way, so that I have time to quilt it. I do already have the backing fabric for it. I will not disclose what the backing fabric is just yet, partially because I'd have to go back into the project box and find out. I just pulled out all the pieces and parts that I needed. So this is the April giveaway quilts, you guys. So I'm so excited about this quilt too. I saw the panel blocks. They were being sold at a quilt show. The quilt show had a booth set up, or a fairly big booth. Do I have a sewing fairy I didn't tell you about? No, I wish. I wish. I have no sewing fairies. Not yet. I might have some soon, but I don't have them yet. I want them to have purple glittery wings where the glitter doesn't come off, because I don't want glitter all over my sewing studio. I love it. I want it. Awesome, Andrea. Your quilts are beautiful, Tammy. Thank you, Joy T. Chloe says, just joking. Oh, no, you're fine. That's on my wish list. Having a sewing fairy, that is absolutely on my wish list, Chloe. If I could give you like a stack and go, here, this is what I want you to cut this to, Oh my gosh. That would that would be a dream come true. If I could just tell you, okay, I need you to cut these to this, and that, or I need you to press this stack to this way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's that glitter problem again. Okay, so I am actually the one with the glitter problem, Ollie. Jess is not the one with the glitter problem. I am the one with the glitter problem. And I don't know where William got the idea that Jess had the glitter problem. Probably from the glitter whatever mask. But her problem is with the face covering. My problem is with glitter. I do not want glitter in my studio because you never get rid of it. You never get rid of it. Andrea says, could you show your sashing fabric and tell where you got it? Yes, I absolutely can. It is from Joann Fabrics. That is where I got it. So it's nothing fancy. Darth Glitter. Yes, Darth Glitterous mask or something. So the sashing fabric is, it's like a peachy pink color. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It's like a peachy pink color, and it's got what looks like paint droplets. The whole fabric is just, paint glitter drops. And I mean, yardage of it just looks like this too. But I did love her jacket last night, says it's Kennedy, right? That was a great jacket, says Ollie, right? Absolutely. We all need a housekeeper fairy, so I can, yes, we all do need that. Absolutely, we need that. We definitely need that. So part of the reason that I took over laundry chores in our lives is so that I can funnel my fabric in to be washed whenever I want it to be washed. And I don't have any arguments from anyone. So it's a little self-serving. I would love that color with a medium light gray and white block. See? Gray and white. Gray and white right up there. Gray and white. That's what those others are. Angie says, okay, I'm going to have to go shopping at Joann's. I love that color. It is fantastic. I used this color in a baby quilt. And like I have kept using this fabric. Like I keep going back and getting more of it. I did not see any last time I was there because I was there on Saturday, but I wasn't looking for it. So I don't know that I saw any there Saturday. But it is gorgeous fabric. It is absolutely gorgeous. And because it sews together so nicely, you don't have to worry about your seams really being distinct and showing up. So they're not going to be super like in your face. Judy says, I need that house fairy to clean and cook as well, right? All right, so there's my seam. Do you guys see my seam? It is right up here. My seam is right here. But you really can't even tell. Even up close, you have to be looking for the sewing line. And it really has to be cutting off the paint droplets. And it would have to be a long line of seams for you to really, really notice. It takes a lot. And I am pressing these open. Ali says it is a cheery color. It is. It absolutely is. So the first baby quilt that I used this on, the mom had chosen a coral color. And this was kind of what I could come up with. I need that house fairy to clean and cook. Yeah, Joy T says wishful thinking, Judy. Joyce agrees with you, Judy. Laura enjoys cooking, so she doesn't need cooking, but she needs everything else, right? Andrea says I have to shop online because the closest Joann's to me is over an hour away from me. Mine is 2.5 hours. But you can't find as much of the clearance fabrics if you are shopping online. So I could find clearance when I was shopping online. All right. So that is the entire top row, top 2 rows. Joy T says, I missed the name of the fabric. I don't know the name of the fabric. I have no idea. All I know is I bought it at Joann Fabrics. I didn't buy it recently. Let's see. Let's see what's on the label. This is the project box. So I guess I'll give you guys a clue. It is this fabric that's the backing, okay? Fabric Traditions is the fabric brand. And there is not much on this label, you guys. So I don't know if you want a screenshot, but it says Fabric Traditions, copyright 2023, NTT ink, and cotton. That is the only label that it has on it. But it's like a peach colored paint spot fabric. Joy says the closest yes is 3 hours. Well, how is it 3 hours? Because Gillette closed. Gillette, I would have thought would have been 3 hours. Maybe I'm wrong. Have you ever tried to dust 22 treadles? Oh, I bet, Ollie. Crazy. Ollie, I don't have dust bunnies, but I call them dust goats. They're way too big for bunnies. Oh my gosh. You guys are so funny. All right, so yeah, Fabric Traditions. That's the only name information that I have. That is it for the name. That is it. All right, so let me put up this next line. I better watch out when I sew more wool or yes, right, Ollie? Right. Now, you know, whatever you get off of your machines, like all the dust bunnies and such, you can turn them into fluff to stuff things. So you could make a stuffing out of them. So you see, this one is now the star is gonna have a star. And this will stay up here until this is done. So this will be done by Thursday. It's gonna have to be, well, 2.5 either way to Casper or Billings. There's not one in Casper. So Billings is gonna be your closest one. Casper does not have a Joann's. We have a Hobby Lobby, but we don't have a Joann's. Oh, maybe this was Joann Fabrics. I was having to think if I had seen it at Hobby Lobby, but I have not seen this at Hobby Lobby. Oh, and it's tucked away. All right. And so this fabric actually pulls all of the colors from these blocks too, from these panel blocks. All right. So the next row, since we had a star up top, the next row is not going to have the star. The star is going to be in the middle. We're going to get to that middle one before we call it quits for the night. So I'm going to do one more that I've got to stash, and then you guys are going to get to see the center block. Are you excited to see the center block? It's already put together. All right, so this one says that there is sunshine in my soul today. This is actually my favorite block. There is sunshine in my soul today. So that is my favorite. And it's going on the left and center. Left of the center block, but in the center row. It's my favorite. So in the panel that I got that had these 8 different phrases, it is a Moda panel. I don't know what the name of it is though, so I couldn't help you with that. Chloe says, so positive, right? Hi, welcome in, Dawn. Glad you were here. Glad you made it. Glad to see your name in my chat. Yeah, this one is absolutely my favorite. There's sunshine in my soul today. And, you know, it's not even religious. You know, if you're not a religious person, that is okay. this is not a religious phrase necessarily. You can be religious or not religious, and this will still mean something for you. Welcome in, Susan. Everybody was asking about you earlier. She says, hi, Tammy and everyone. We heard that you were getting back into your apartment today, and everybody's asking how you're doing and hoping that you're not overdoing yourself. Kelly says, I like that black. I love this one. I love it. If I could have made this the center, it would have been the center. Ali says, I just thought it right then is sunshine in my heart, and I have a Pepto-Bismol border. It is not Pepto-Bismol. Believe me, if it was Pepto-Bismol pink, I would definitely tell you that that is what it is. Do I even have Pepto pink? I do have some Pepto pink color fabric. I do. I really do. I know that color, and it is rare for me to work with it, but it's more rare for me to work with yellow. Just gonna say, it's more rare for me to work with yellow. Everybody saying hi to Susan? Yes, absolutely. Yes, you sign into my chat and you get bombarded. I'm sorry. I would call it the heartburn quilt. No, this is not the heartburn quilt. Look at all that gray and white up there. That gray and white is going to bring all these colors out and make them just absolutely perfect. And the gray is not an exact match to the gray of the text, but they didn't have anything in stock when I went to go buy it that was an exact match. I call it the heartburn quilt. You're so funny. Yeah, there was nothing identical to the gray, but unless you're sitting there really putting them next to each other, you're not going to know. You're just not going to know. All right, so again, like I was doing earlier, I'm still sewing off of the fabric. And when I pull this up to match, I'm just making sure that my fold matches the edge of my block, since I already trimmed my block exactly where I want it. And I don't know if you guys have been able to see it, but after I do that, I'm actually coming in here and pulling out the extra thread from where I've just cut into my stitches. So I've stitched off of it, but that was intentional. Chloe says gray is a wonderful background color. It is. Gray, orange, and red are hard to match. They are very hard to match. Very, very hard to match. I love Kona fabrics because they tend to have the widest color range. I know there's a lot of people upset about the acquisition of Kona or Robert Kaufman by Missouri Star for whatever various reasons everyone has, because I've heard them all. I've heard most of them. And I know that may or may not be a good thing for our future in buying Kona, that, you know, it's owned by a new company. So I don't know if that's going to be an issue or not, but I do love Kona for the amount of color range that they have. And out of every fabric that I've ever bought and sewn with, Kona has never disappointed me. Laura says, I think it's going to be wonderful. I hope so. Let's see. Makes buying rolls make sense. Yes. And that's actually something that I have started thinking about doing. There is a place called Marshall's Dry Goods. I think everybody can order from them, but you can't see it in person. It's not like it's not a place you go in person to buy, is my understanding. But I was looking at buying bolts of fabric from them. And it would be fantastic. It's definitely a little out of my price range right now still, but a 15-yard bolt I think was running about $40 before shipping. So that's not a bad price. And their Hobbs natural batting was, I think, $160 for 30 yards, something like that. It was really, really good. Welcome in, Katie. Katie from Greenland Quilter is here. Katie, if you'd like, you can always do exclamation selfie in my chat. Katie is a content creator here on YouTube as well. So if you guys have never heard of her before, if you want to check her out, you're more than welcome to do so as well. Got to support all the content creators. Let's see. Susan says, boxes everywhere. I'm so tired. Have unpacked 17. Oh, 17's fantastic. That's a lot. You've probably only been, even if you've been awake 17 hours, that's box an hour. I count that as a major win. Judy says, yes, I love Marshall's Dry Goods. It's in Batesville, Arkansas, and you can go into the store and try. Oh my gosh. Okay, Jess, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Please tell me you're in the chat still. We are going to road trip. We are going to road trip. When I am ready and I have money, we're going to road trip. Well, 17 is a lot. Please take care of you. Yes, please take care of yourself, Susan. Do not push yourself. Because if you push yourself now, you won't be able to enjoy it as much. It's Kenny says, good job, Susan. Is it great to be home? I bet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Making sure it wasn't anything important. It is a very good start, Ollie, right? Cooking meatloaf in the air fryer. Oh, I bet that's a fantastic feeling. Is that you're back and able to cook in your own kitchen and a redone kitchen. I know the pictures that you sent to Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. She was showing, and we were going, where's the microwave? Is there a microwave? I did not finish hearing the follow-up on that, so I know there was an outstanding question of the microwave, but oh, I bet it is fantastic to be home in your own kitchen and not, dealing with, hotel people. I really feel that I really need to feel I really need to feel the fabric. That is what we were trying to say. I don't buy off the internet much due to that. They have to be recommended for me to buy sight unseen. Yes, so Kona, I will buy sight unseen. Absolutely, 100% hands down. Kona fabric, if it is actual Kona, I will buy it at sight unseen. I actually, Ollie, Kona, a lot of manufacturers of solids will put out a color card. I have a Kona color card. That's how much I love Kona. I was going to do my 2025 temperature rings where I'm using 2024 data. I was going to do it all 100% Kona. I couldn't find any place that I could order the yardage from of all the colors. Like, they have more colors than what anybody stocks. I went in there and filled up my back of my SUV with fabric and 2 rolls of batting. Oh, I bet. I need to find my box of sheets so I can make my bed. Yes, that's one important one. Judy says that she buys from Marshall Dry Goods all the time. I would have to look at their return policy, but I know that the Quilts of Valor Foundation recommended Marshall Dry Goods for us to order batting and fabrics from to supply our quilters with fabrics to make Quilts of Valor with. And they would not suggest it if it was not a higher quality cotton. So they want 100% cotton used in their quilts. And they suggested it to us as, hey, you guys can order from this place and you can get a deal. So, that's part of the reason I was looking at it too. Yeah, right, Chloe. Chloe hopes that Susan finds her box of sheets very soon. Yes. That is going to be an important box. Batesville, Arkansas, 201 miles, 4 hours for me. I need to plan a getaway weekend, I think. Okay, so who wants to load up the trailer and bring me a trailer full? Just gonna say, who wants to do it? Who wants to come visit Casper? Save me shipping costs. It's actually probably less expensive for me to have it shipped than Chloe says road trip, right? 4 hours is not bad. It's going to be a lot more than that for me. I was looking at Road to California, and that's like over 15 hours. And then I was looking at QuiltCon in Raleigh. That's not drivable. Not without a lot of extra time planned in. All right. So this is where There Is Sunshine in My Soul today is going. So it'll be left of center. in the center row. Awesome. Let's see. Oh, symbols, Katie. Nightbot gotcha. Welcome in, Sherry. Sherry, if you want to drop your channel link, do exclamation selfie. I'm not arguing with Nightbot, Katie. That is all Nightbot. I am not arguing with Nightbot. All right. So who's ready for the center block? And I'm going to call it quits after this. So who's ready for that center block? Welcome in, Carrie. I think you're new to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. All right. Center block. What you guys think? It's an album star, I believe. It's out of the Land That I Love block. Or Land That I Love. Yeah, drum roll, right? It's out of the Land That I Love book. And I've done this block in the 6-inch size for my Land That I Love quilt. So now you guys see it in a 12-inch size. So that is going to be the center block. Everybody saying, ooh, pretty. Yes. Love that block with those colors. I know, right? It's got more of this peachy pink color, the paint block color, and then it's got yellow. Guys, I worked with yellow for you. Do you hear that? I worked with yellow for you guys. Just saying. First time that the timing is right. Right? I'm so glad you're here, Carrie. Thank you. So the center is going to be a star. So I've got 4 more blocks to sash, but this is what I'm going to finish with tonight. I'm not going to finish all of them tonight. And I will go ahead and give you guys a preview. So there's 2 more blocks that have yellow. Does make it pop, right? I agree, Judy. Yes, it does make the block, Chloe, right? Did I get the one done that you were working on before? Yes, I did. I will pull it out here in a second. Okay, so there's a total of 4 blocks that have phrases on them. This is the next one. It says, keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. And it's Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman said it. I love this. So there's sunshine in my soul today, and keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you, by Walt Whitman. These make the quilt for me. So there's going to be borders and all of that going into this as well. So this is not the end of the quilt. There is one more that is going to be a phrase, but I'm not going to get stuff out of order. With the white beside it from the square next, yes, it is going to be a pretty quilt. It's going to be. She's like, I think it's amazing you touch yellow, right? Right? I touched yellow, you guys. I worked with yellow because this quilt needed it. So I worked with yellow for you guys. Just saying. Just saying. All right. So let me transition you guys off of this. And I'm going to pull out some stuff for you guys. So you guys are going to get to see behind the scenes, kind of. It's not really behind the scenes, but it's kind of behind the scenes. That's what we're going with. It's kind of behind the scenes. All right. So the quilt that I was working on today is now, the top is done. So I've already picked out the backing. The backing may not be big enough, so I may be adding some additional to the backing. So, but the majority of the back, this green will work with. Okay. Let me get the extra parts and pieces out because They may go into the back if I have to piece the back, which I probably will. Yellow, that I picked the right night to join first time. Yes, right? All right. So this quilt, you guys, this monstrosity, eyesore, whatever you want to call it. Some people love it, some people don't, and that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. This quilt is now completed top. Let's see if I can get this separated. There we go. So this is all of those white and black center with the white and black sashing on there. And on the sides, so I did do a 5x6 layout. On the sides, I put an extra little couple of pieces. So this side has it. Thank you, Susan. She says, thumbs up for Tammy, please. Thank you, thank you. So I put it next to one that has black. And then on the other side, I put it next to one that has white. So these are just little extra pieces and parts from the blocks that I ended up not using. So the side sashing on both sides is the same. The top sashing is the same as the bottom. So the white on top and bottom is shorter, so it's not as wide, or it's not as tall, or it's not overly tall. I do not know the exact measurement, so I will have to measure it, but I will do that before I pull batting out. And it is going to be backed with this green. So I know it doesn't show it very well, but there's not any, I do not have any fabrics in my stash that are any of these colors other than white and black. And I figured that this quilt had enough white and black in it that it didn't need any more. So I'm pulling this green, and it's not an exact match to anything in the quilt, but it is good enough to match to this kind of green, kind of teal that we've got going on, but you're only going to see this green on the back. It's not anywhere on the front. So it's not going to be an eyesore. You have talent, Tammy. They're both so very pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Congrats on finishing the quilt top right. All right, so I've got a couple of others I'm going to pull out and show you guys. As I said, we were going to wait till the end before I started pulling stuff out. So that's what we're doing, is we're pulling stuff out now. Let me fold that up and put these pieces and parts in it so I don't lose them, because it is not going back in a project box now. It is completely pulled out. And we're going to pull some quilt tops and pair them with the backings. So you guys will finally get to see what kind of backings I chose, because I've told you guys a couple of times now that I went on Saturday to go get quilt backings. So now that I've got quilt backings, that's what we're going to see. That would look really nice on a wall. I love the optical illusion sort of bit to it. I know, right? See, people either love that optical illusion or they hate it. My husband saw it and he's just like, no. I'm like, it's not for you. He's like, good. So, you know, not everybody's going to love it. Not everybody's going to hate it. All right. So we've been talking about temperature rings. Wow, Tammy, amazing. Thank you. All right. So this is temperature rings. You guys have seen this before. We have a backing for it now. So it's going to need to get quilted, but it's going to have to wait until probably the middle of February before I can even start on it. It is not a high priority quilt for quilting, but it is going to have a solid gray wide back 108 quilting, or 108 fabric for it. So my husband okayed it. This is his quilt anyway. So the front is very traditional and the back is going to be a solid flat gray. And that kind of fits him. Like he's very traditional in a lot of things. So that fits him. Let me refold this so that everything stacks nicely. And then we'll get the next one out. I told you I got a few, right? How many did I say I got? 7 or 8, something like that. Jess has finally returned to the chat. All right. Let's see. Where's that next one? Nope, it's not that one. It's not that one. Okay, we're just going to pull these out and get them out of the way too. All right. I like the gray too. Nice backing, right? So this one, I've had the backing for a bit for it. This is Halloween Town. So if you go back through all of the posts, there are pictures of this one. This is 5 blocks wide by 5 blocks tall. So Halloween Town. And it is going to be backed in black. And this is like a grungy black. It's not a flat black. So Halloween Town has a black backing, but it's going to be glitter binding. So the binding is glitter black. Okay, so that one's out of the way. Let's see. I love Halloween Town, says Chloe, right? I love it too. I really want to quilt it. I really do. All right, so this is a sample size table topper for Cut and Chiseled. It's red and blue, and it's got teddy bears on it, little patriotic teddy bears. So I couldn't think of anything better to back that one with, but to back it with itself. So this is not a trimmed backing, so this is not a flat size, but this is going to be the backing for it. It is well oversized, so we've got the teddy bears, we've got the red, and we've got the blue from the front. So that is that one. I'm trying to make sure I got all of them. I'm trying to make sure I've got all my quilts. I'm looking for one specific one, and I'm not seeing it. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. Because I know which backing is going to go with it. And it's the next one in the stack. But I don't see it. I think I'm going to get there. I think it's at the bottom of the stack, you guys. I'm sorry. Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's at the bottom. Okay. So, you guys have seen the Stitch in Heaven New Year's Day Mystery. Mine is still not pressed. Laura says they're all beautiful. Thank you. This is not pressed, okay? It's not pressed. So don't come at me for it. But this is my Stitch in Heaven Mystery quilt from New Year's Day. And I did do it in patriotic colors. So mine is now done. And I feel like I bought some of the fabric that's in this, or that's in, I don't know. Like, I feel like I've bought the same fabrics over and over again. So I'm not sure. So this will go to a veteran. This is going to be a Quilt of Valor. And I do already have binding for it as well. The binding is this blue dot fabric. Yes, I did get done, Rayanne. I did. Okay, so this is not pressed, but it is washed. This is my backing for that quilt. Again, it's also a Joann's Fabrics. This one is Luxe Tweed is the name of it. I like that one. I have a pattern for the quilt to make for 2025, right? And it would look really gorgeous in a lot of different colors. Like, you wouldn't necessarily have to stick with the colors that Rob or Tiffany chose. Everyone is really nice. Thank you, Susan. I mean, these are the ones that I need to quilt, guys. I still have 4 up there that are already basted, not counting these. Okay, so this is the year of admissions. All right, so you guys have probably seen a picture of this in the Facebook group, but I haven't shown it on a live. So we're going to show it on a live. This is the other freebie quilt, the Free to Good Home quilt. Okay. It is also kind of like a throw size, but it's all the pink paisley and then the pink and black gingham, the black and then the green modular print. I have been busy, Chloe, right? I really have been. So this one was done a couple weeks ago probably. I struggled choosing backing, so this is great. Yeah, you're gonna love some of the options I chose. You're really gonna love them. They're very creative. We'll put it that way. They're very creative. All right, so that's that quilt top. The backing, I have not decided how I'm doing it yet. I have more of the pink. Yes, Susan, when somebody gave that away. Okay, so Ollie, what they gave me is they gave me half square triangles. I stole my your Americana quilts. Nope, I did not. They gave me the half square triangles. So they gave me this green and black and pink gingham. Those were done. Nothing else was done. They did cut the black squares and some of the pink paisley print they'd cut, but that's it. Like not all this was cut. Like it was just, figure out what to do with it. That's what that first one is. That one that's the optical illusion. Same thing. It is what it is. So I have the gingham as well. So I've got the gingham and I've got the paisley. I just need to figure out how I'm putting it together for the backing for that. Okay, this quilt. Let me grab the backing for it. This is the one I giggle over. This is the one I truly cannot stop giggling over because I think it's going to be just absolutely perfect. Okay. So, that's red. Please do not panic. Yes, it is red. No, there is not red in this. If you guys were here for the party last week, you guys saw this quilt up on the wall. Here's the angle. A quilt teacher graciously granted me permission to reteach her pattern on the channel. So it is all the center is black and white with spots of color in it, okay? That is the entire center is black and white. So it really looks black and white. Yes, it's got these colorful borders, but that's not what you see. You see the black and white first. That is what you see, the black and white, right? Okay. So, you guys are going to have to hear me out on this. So don't shoot me before you hear me out on this one. I could not pass up a deal. I love this quilt. I need to make it too. Yes, absolutely, Chloe. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. It is red. I get that it's red. I really do. Please. I get that. I get it. Okay. Guys, it's Cruella fabric. Cruella de Vil. She's known so much for black and white coats from please not a gesture says screensaver, right? It's Cruella de Vil fabric. So it is directional fabric. So I am going to have to piece it together to make it not look like there's a seam because it is 45 wide. But guys, black and white Cruella de Vil, even though there's red and there's no red in the top, I think this is a perfect match. So it's going to be odd. So the front is going to be the black and white with the colors, and the back is black and white Cruella on red. So I know it's really odd. Terry says, oh yes, I get it, perfect. That's the perfect backing for that quilt. $3 a yard, less than $3 a yard. I could not pass up that deal. It will not be the binding. Welcome in, Jackie. She says, hello friends, how from Oklahoma, working on a panel quilt that shows motorcycles going down Route 66. It has fabric that commemorates Route 66, the 100th anniversary coming. Fantastic. I love that. Pam says, love it. 101 and Dalmatians was one of my daughter's favorite movies. Yes. Yes, I think the red will blend, Kelly. Thank you. Yes. Yes, yes. I mean, I love Cruella. I think she is a villain. She is the worst kind of human, but she was a perfect villain for that book, the movies, all of it. Like, she was a perfect villain for that. So that was not what I was originally thinking. I was like, I gotta look at this fabric. And then I decided, I was like, I knew which one I was going to. Okay, the next one. Let's see. Okay. So, Laura says her kids love that movie. Right? Right? Okay, this is that one that's left over from 2011. This is that one that I finished that was my first kind of really long-term work in progress UFO that I kept putting it up. I just really kept putting it up. So this outside fabric is like the circles and all of that. Cup search, nowhere. I haven't really looked. I haven't stopped to look. All right, so this is the sampler. There's 12 blocks in it, I believe. Yeah, 4 down, 3 wide. Yeah. So it is a sampler. And it's got browns, it's got green, it's got cream, it's got pink, it's got magenta, or like, not magenta, rose, it's got purple, it's got tan. I mean, it's a sampler, and it was colors back in 2011. It was appropriate. That Ollie says, I love the different blocks in that. Love samplers of all sorts. So I was going to teach a course. The story behind this quilt, I was going to teach a course and was going to teach these blocks. And my store started having to close down, not due to anything I was doing, but the head company was making some changes. And so I kind of got stuck in the middle, and so did all my students. So we never finished it. And I never finished writing the instructions for it. It is like a massive fail. However, this is the fabric I'm going to use for the backing. It's pink. It's kind of lines across it. So I may try to match pattern on it if I've got enough. I don't know that I do. I think I only have 5 yards. So we're going to see. I'm going to have to remeasure these, but this pink is going to work perfectly with it. It's not the exact match to any of the pink on the quilt, but it's close enough. You're not going to know unless you're holding the front up to the back. Okay, next one. Yeah, there's a next one. All right, Andrea, where are you? Andrea, if you were here. All right. So I have another Quilt of Valor. And this is Andrea's Star-Crossed Path. Oh, my hand is not wanting to work, you guys. It's trying to give out on me. So it's all reds, whites, and blues. And every row is just an offset from the row above it. So that is that quilt. And Tammy asked you to join the Finish It Quilt Along. You know, I am basically going to be, if I am here at home, I'm going to be at the quilter. I'm not going to be at my sewing machine for most of February because I do not have, I've got too many quilts that need quilted soon and no help to do it. Welcome in, Melanie. Glad you are here. She says hello, Tammy and Tatters. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, so this one is Andrea's Star-Crossed Path. I have a tutorial on my channel. So if you buy the pattern from Andrea, I have a tutorial of how you are assembling everything if you want to follow along with me. Love that star. R, W, and B. Oh, red, white, and blue. Yes. That's the next pattern I'll be releasing. Awesome. Yes. So when Andrea releases it over at Mama J Enterprises, Andrea, drop your channel link in if you will. Do exclamation selfie. So that quilt is now going to be backed with this backing. This is a 108. So it's a solid blue. So that's what we're going to have on the back of that one. I decided it needed a solid back. Welcome in, Joanna. She says it's beautiful, Andrea and Tammy. Thank you. Oh. You guys talk about Harleys. I have a lot of friends who ride motorcycles. I don't ride them myself, but I have a lot of friends who do. Okay. So this one, let me get all the parts and pieces. Let's see. What are we doing for this one? There's that one. Let me refold that so I don't crease it up any. There we go. All right, I think this one's the one for this. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Okay, so that is this. This is this one. Okay. So this is the Puzzle Mystery Quilt Tree of Life in the colorway Chestnut. This is the one Melanie says that she had her own Harley for a while. Oh my gosh. Her own motorcycle. Yeah, crazy. I've never been on one. Except to sit on them, but I've never ridden one. Like, not gone anywhere. So this is my Tree of Life from Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt. I will... Andrea, I love calling you Mama J for some reason. It makes me chuckle. Oh, that's fantastic, Lana. That's adorable. I love it. So I did not choose the colorway. This was not my choice. I don't know what I would have chosen, to be honest with you, but it would not have been this. Like, my heart sank a little bit when my husband told me what colorway he'd chosen for me. But it was better than some of the other options that he would have chosen. So my husband chose it. I did not choose it, but that's okay. I told him to get me out of my, choose something that's not in my wheelhouse. So he definitely did that. He definitely chose something not in my wheelhouse, because I don't work with these browns and gray and cream and oranges. I don't work with them. That's not my normal. And so I have scraps. So I think I have binding in here, maybe. If I don't, I'm pretty close to having binding. I think I have binding. So the only thing I could come up with is we're going to put on the back of a tree of life, we are going to go with green. And it is a sparkly green. I know it doesn't show up very well in the camera, so I do apologize. And no, it is not pressed yet. But it actually has gold sparkles in it. So this is going on the back of this. So, I mean, two totally different colors. Two totally different colorways. But I think the green is going to complement the fact that it was, the pattern was called Tree of Life. Sherry says you've been a busy girl today. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And so I actually have two different cuts of this fabric. This is my 5-yard cut, and I think they cut 2 yards or something like that of the other. So I have some other littler quilts. I'm not sure how big this one is. This is not one that I created. This was a free to get home kind of quilt. So somebody else created this. It's browns, it's got coffee and forks and 30-minute recipe. It's got those kinds of fabrics on it. And so I do not know what I'm going to do for backing for this. I have some more of that green, so if I have enough green left over from the Tree of Life, that's what's going into this one. The other alternative, or what did I pick for that one? I could also do that one for that. This one did come with binding, and it is green as well. And it says, give thanks, the first Thanksgiving, things like that. And that is what this green fabric is in the quilt. So I do not know what backing I'm going to use for that yet. However, you know what? Hang on. Let me see. I have some black that I bought that may go as backing for it, or I may keep looking. I may look on my shelves and see what I've got. The fabric with the vegetables for backing. I don't know if I've got any fabric with vegetables on it. I mean, I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look and see what I got. So this was done on interfacing. Again, a free to good home project, and it is like a wall hanging. But I was honestly thinking that same green for this. Like I was honestly thinking that when I got it. So these two kind of have those same kind of colors. Maybe camping on my couch tonight with a blanket and quilt. Yeah, I can understand that, Susan. I have done that during many, many moves. I have done that. All right, so there is another quilt that I do for sure have backing for. So I've got two that are maybes. Yeah, two that are maybes. Oh, that was pretty, yes, right? The green would match that nicely. This one, yeah, I think so. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do that. That's what it's going to be. Because I know with this, I will have enough to do this one because it's not that big. So I will have enough for that one. So that, yeah, that works. We're going to do that. Okay, this was also another free to good home. This was done as a round robin before I got into the area. So I do not know how many different people have worked on this. But it's nice and soft colors. There's the blues that are in here that stand out. There's the pink in the middle that kind of stands out. There's little flower baskets in the middle here. I mean, it's cute and it's soft. It's not a bold quilt. So I do have a pink that I'm going to put on the back of it, and it's a fairly bold pink. But yeah, Chloe, she says interesting that it's on interfacing. Yeah, it's actually, it was done on point interfacing, I believe. And you just sew on the lines. You just iron everything down and then you sew on the lines. So I didn't know how big this was, so I have plenty of backing for it. I definitely have enough. And it's going to be this pink woven. Let's see. It's kind of showing up in the camera, but it is definitely a bold, bright pink. So it's definitely bolder than anything that's in the quilt, but I think it will complement it well. And let me make sure. Yep, that is actually indeed everything. That is all my UFOs. Still trying to figure out the borders, right, Jackie? So out of the fabrics that I've got, I have some black that I bought, but what I may do for this one, I think, is just start scouring my shelves and see what I can come up with that I think would look good. Because, ooh, you know what? I may have to piece it together. I have the fabric. Pepto Pink. Yeah, right. That is not Pepto Pink. That is too bright for Pepto Pink. Now, for all of you who are thinking that was Pepto Pink earlier, you know, comparison, that is definitely a peach color, not Pepto Pink. I can't pull it out right this second because it's behind all my gear. But I know exactly which fabric I'm going to pull out. I know exactly which one. Ollie's comment about vegetables, that's what triggered me. It's not vegetables, it's got flour, it's got words on it, but it says flowers and it says vegetables, it says garden, and like it's got other words on it. It's actually a burgundy kind of color. I think that's what I'm going to put on the back of this. Brown would be nice for backing. It would be. I don't think I have any brown though. I think that is like I don't tend to have a lot of brown. So I mean, if I move those fabrics and look behind them, maybe. But I don't even think I have any. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's see, 6, 7. Oh, hang on. There's another one in there, right? No. Okay. 8. Yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 quilts, you guys. Does it have strawberries? Nope, it does not have strawberries. Good try. Good try. And Peppy has wanted to come say hi. Come here. And then we're going to get off of here. Come here. Come here. All right. So Peppy has decided it is time to get off of here. The backing for the heartburn quilt. No. No, 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 no. That would be for my heartburn quilt. Oh, y'all are hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. So next time I will be live is Thursday night, 6 p.m. I'm going to have Kathy from My Hobby Home over here. You guys, we've got at least 44 viewers from what I can see in the chat. If you have not already hit that thumbs up, please do so. Let YouTube know that you are happy to be here. On February 1st, we are going to have an announcement come out on the channel in the community tab that is going to say something to the effect of, here's the link to register for Zoom. And all of the, I will go update all of the videos, so you guys will have a link to go back to go click that link to register for the Zoom if you want to be in the Zoom retreat at the end of February. So I've got a bunch of veggie and fruit fabric that I bought a few years ago from Three Brothers in Las Vegas. My mind was gone that day. Why oh why? I have no idea what to make with it all. Oh, that is so fantastic. That's hilarious. Ollie said that they've seen it everywhere, right? You guys are so funny. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. You guys are getting Sew and Tell next week. This is your Sew and Tell giveaway quilt for April. So if you want to win that, you got to enter Sew and Tell. You have until 3 p.m. Tuesday to get it into the Facebook group. You can also send me an email if you don't want to join the Facebook group. If you don't do Facebook or whatever, you can send me an email. Just tell me a bit about what you're submitting for Sew and Tell in order to get your entries to win that. Hi, Terry. All right, I will see you guys later. I'll see you guys Tuesday.